Imagine surviving a life-changing accident, fighting your way back to independence, and finally moving into a home that gives you freedom, only for a neighborhood Karen to try and take it all away. That's exactly what happened to me. The ramp I built wasn't just wood and screws. It was my lifeline. But to the HOA president, it was a violation. She said it ruined the neighborhood's look. She sent warnings, fines, even tried to have it torn down. What she didn't know was, I wasn't backing down. And when the internet found out, let's just say, Karen picked the wrong fight. This isn't just a story about a ramp. It's about standing your ground. Watch what happened when she messed with the wrong guy. Hit that like button, subscribe for more, and don't forget to share this with someone who really needs to hear it. Karen messed with the wrong ramp. Let's keep going. When I first rolled up to my new house, it felt like I was finally reclaiming a piece of my life. After the accident, things had been difficult. Hospitals, rehab, learning to navigate the world with wheels under me instead of legs. But this house, it was a fresh start. Single-story, wide doorways, a place that didn't make me feel like a prisoner in my own body. It wasn't flashy, but it was mine. The ramp was the final piece. Just a short, smooth slope from the driveway to the front door, built by a local contractor who even gave me a discount when he heard my story. It blended in nicely, painted the same color as the trim, discreet, functional. Honestly, I thought it looked good. More importantly, it meant I could get inside without someone having to lift me up every time. Independence in 4 feet of pressure-treated wood. That piece lasted about 24 hours. I was unloading boxes when she appeared. Blonde bob, pastel cardigan, and an expression like she just caught someone spray painting the sidewalk. She marched right up my driveway like she owned the pavement, clipboard in hand. "You must be the new homeowner," she said, smiling without her eyes. "Karen Withers, I'm president of the HOA. I nodded and offered a polite smile. "Nice to meet you, I'm Jake." Her gaze slid from my wheelchair to the ramp and back like she was trying to decide which one offended her more. "I just wanted to welcome you to the neighborhood," she said, in a tone that made it clear she didn't. "And also, bring something to your attention. That ramp. It wasn't approved by the HOA Architectural Committee." I blinked. "It's a wheelchair ramp." "Yes, I can see that," she said, tapping her clipboard. "But we do have regulations. Modifications to the exterior of homes need to maintain the neighborhood's visual consistency. You understand?" "No, actually I didn't, but I kept it cool. It's temporary. If you want paperwork, I'm happy to fill something out." Karen gave a tight smile. "I'll be honest with you, Jake. Some of the neighbors are already concerned. Ramps like this, they can really impact curb appeal." I stared at her, trying to process what I was hearing. She was talking about curb appeal while I was just trying to access my own front door. Before I could respond, she was already turning away, high heels clicking against my driveway. "I'll be in touch," she called over her shoulder. That was my welcome to the neighborhood. Not cookies, not a friendly chat, just a warning disguised as a greeting. I didn't know it yet, but Karen wasn't done. Not by a long shot. 3 days after Karen's little driveway ambush, I found a letter taped to my front door. No envelope, no postage, just slapped there like it was some kind of eviction notice. The HOA logo sat smugly at the top, followed by bold, impersonal text. "Notice of violation. Unauthorized exterior modification." Apparently, my wheelchair ramp was in direct violation of architectural uniformity standards, whatever that meant. I was given 7 days to restore compliance, or face escalating fines starting at $50 a day. No mention of accessibility, no acknowledgement of my situation, just cold legal language that boiled down to one thing: take it down. I sat there on my porch, letter in hand, trying to keep my breathing steady. Anger doesn't even begin to cover it. That ramp was the only reason I could get in and out of my house without calling someone for help. But according to Karen and her clipboard cronies, it was an eyesore. I decided to go to the next HOA meeting. Maybe if I explained things in person, Showed them I wasn't trying to start trouble, they'd understand. I wore my best shirt, printed out a short statement, even brought a picture of the ramp to show how neatly it was built. The meeting was held in the community clubhouse, which ironically had a ramp of its own. As soon as I rolled in, I spotted Karen sitting at the front, flanked by two other board members who looked just as stiff and self-important. Her smile when she saw me was thin and smug, like she already knew how the night was going to go. I waited my turn, then spoke, calmly, respectfully. I explained my condition, the need for the ramp, how it was built to code and barely visible. From the street, I even offered to paint it a different color or add plants around it if that helped. But as soon as I finished, Karen jumped in. "We're not unsympathetic to your situation," she said, dripping with condescension. "But we have to consider the community as a whole. If we start making exceptions, where does it end? Lawn statues? Satellite dishes? Pink garage doors?" A few people chuckled. Someone muttered, "Slippery slope." I tried to respond, but she cut me off. "And let's be honest," she added, voice sugary sweet. "A few of us have noticed you don't always use the wheelchair. Saw you standing on your porch the other day. So maybe the ramp isn't strictly necessary?" That one hit like a punch. The whole room went quiet. She was implying I was faking after everything. I didn't yell. I didn't argue. I just looked. Her dead in the eye, turned my chair and rolled out. I'd tried to play nice, but now it was war.